welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Angeline and I am the owner of Angelic Creations. So welcome back to another Sew Sundays. So I do not have any pets, so I wasn't thinking about doing any sewing tutorials for animals. However, somebody did reach out to me and asked me if I can do the little dog collar, like the little bandana look for dogs. So let's get started. I'm excited. It's my first time, okay? But we're going to do it together. Let's go. So I have a 13-inch square right here of fabric, and the first thing that I did was I just folded in my one corner here, and then I folded in the second corner at the bottom. And what I did was I took my ruler and I folded in 1 inch, 2 inches, I'm sorry, not 1 inch, 2. So this is my 2-inch mark here. Let me remove the pin, and I just pressed it so that it gives it a crease. And then I place my pin right on the fabric like so, because we're going to take that to the sewing machine and we're going to sew a straight stitch on both sides going straight down. So let's head over to the sewing machine. So we are at the sewing machine now, and my machine do have a 1/4 of an inch marking indicated on my sewing machine. So that's exactly where I place my piece of fabric here. Okay, so we want to make sure that we go ahead and forward stitch. And to lock in our stitching, make sure you back stitch, because you do not want your project to come apart, okay? So you're just going to continue to stitch until you get all the way down to the end. And when you get to the end, yes, you are going to back stitch once more. Okay, we are at the end, so go ahead and back stitch, and you are complete. We're ready for the next step. Okay, so once you have sewn down both of your edges here, you are now going to take these two ends that we did not sew yet, and we're going to meet those up together, right sides facing each other like so. Now, you can cut off these extra pieces here if you want to. It's not going to bother me, so I'm going to keep it on. This is just to make sure that your fabric does not fray. Take this to the sewing machine, and you want to sew from here over to the other side. And make sure you all can see. So start here, pivot at this point here. You want to make sure that it is a point, and you want to go ahead and sew until you get to the other side. Okay, so that step is complete. Now the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to just clip off the ends here, and I'm going to make sure that my edge is really pointing. So I'm just going to cut off a little bit of the fabric surrounding that point, and this would allow it to point a little bit more when we turn it right side out. Okay, so that's the only thing that I'm cutting off. If you need to cut off any other excess, you can go ahead and do so. So I'm going to place my finger inside of one of the holes. I'm going to get the point first, like so. Press that inside, and I'm going to grab that and pull it out. Okay. All right. And I already have my iron warmed up. So it is ready to go when I need to iron this down flat. Okay, so make sure that your point is really pointing even more. You could just grab a stick or some type of like bamboo or anything, whatever you have. I have just this little paintbrush edge here. I'm just going to make sure that it's really pointy. Okay. Yep, everything looks good. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and iron this down flat. Next step, and the last and final step, is we are going to grab a ruler or whatever you have, some type of sharp edge that allow you to make like a straight edge. I do have a pen rather, and I do not own any like erasable like fabric markers, but I do need to invest in it. So that's my next thing, my next purchase. So I'm just going to place this on the fabric like so, and I'm doing it right underneath this point here. And I'm doing that because this will allow you to use whatever size dog collar you have. I don't know what's the smallest dog collar, but I've seen some really small dog collars and I've seen some really big dog collars. So by doing this, this will allow you to use a variety of different sizes, okay? Now, if you have a pet, of course, just measure your dog's collar size and then you will be able to make the correct marking. But yeah, don't be like me. Don't use a pen. But this is all that I had around. So I'm just using what I have. And then once I make these few markings, we can go ahead and stitch along that. So I made a straight stitch and we're going to go ahead and close that in so that way the collar have a casing. So that was the last and final step. This is the finished look of the project. And as you can see, well, you can probably not, yeah, you can still see, well, even better. It's white stitching on the other side. So now you have a better visual here. Now, this reminds me of like a dog collar. This is some webbing that I have. So just to give you a bigger visual, you would just take your dog collar, place it inside of that little slot there, like so. And you will just pull it over and put it around the dog's neck. See, quick, easy, beginner friendly. Now you also can place like some type of fusible what do you call it? Why am I drawing a blank? I have the paper here. Like a stabilizer. This is the one that I usually use. It's like really light, not too heavy. You can place that in there to make it like a bit thicker or to last a little longer, because of course this is just a piece of fabric. But I wanted to make this as easy and beginner friendly as possible. So that's why I did not add any fusible any fusible inside of there. But you can definitely do that. And again, this is my first time creating this. So I hope that you all learned something new. I hope that it was easy to follow. If you give it a try, make sure you tag me in it. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, make sure you share it with your family and friends. Stay tuned because we have plenty more videos coming soon. Thanks for watching. Take that sewing machine out that box and create something. Bye.